Just a few weeks ago, Donald Trump said the United States should be open to accepting more Syrian refugees because of what he called, quote, an unbelievable humanitarian problem. But he's taking a much tougher position now, suggesting yesterday the flood of refugees could actually be part of a deliberate strategy by ISIS. Get this, a Trojan horse, he says.
This could be one of the great military coups of all time. If they send them to our country, young, strong people, and they turn out to be ISIS. Now, probably that won't happen, but some of them definitely, in my opinion, will be ISIS.
Probably that won't happen is key there, John.
Probably.
Not saying it's going to happen, but
never mind that a coup comes from within an organization. See, a coup is if the lieutenants topple the general. Oh, I'm sorry, details. I made the mistake.
People don't need the details.
People don't need the details. What? I'm sorry, but what? He wants to be commander-in-chief and president? First he said, you know, let Putin handle it, even though our Pentagon people say that Russian strikes aren't really actually against ISIS. They're helping us. I don't know. Am I supposed to worry about that?
Well, you should obviously be very worried about this tremendous problem. No, I mean, I think Donald Trump is a little bit desperate to stay in the headlines because we've kind of seen this all before, the feuds with the media, the outrageous comments, the borderline racism. We've sort of seen this movie, and I think he has to find new ways to start to generate controversy and to keep people interested, because what he's finding out is this campaign is a long slog, and if you're an entertainer who's good at generating controversy, at some point people want something new.
And eventually it's going to catch up to him, too. I mean, the commander-in-chief test is real. And when the candidates try to distinguish themselves with Donald Trump and he says things like this, it's totally going to hurt him in that regard.
Isn't that what happened in the last debate? That was the section of the debate where he kind of disappeared.
Yes.
When they were talking about national security, and he just kind of disappeared.
This is not his wheelhouse. This is not his stronghold. But you should know, I mean, he debuted this idea that he would deport any Syrian refugees that the U.S. lets in if he were president at an event that I was at in New Hampshire. This was his biggest applause line of the night, was saying that he would get rid of these refugees, that there could be members of ISIS among them. Why is it all young, strong-looking men and there are so few women? I mean, he is playing to this kind of same base of folks who like the idea of build a wall, who like the idea of deport all these undocumented immigrants. Those same people are responding to this idea that we get rid of all of the Syrian refugees because they could be ISIS. Is it good foreign policy?
So
laughable
policy, maybe.
Though. I mean, he says on the air, possibly, in terms of taking refugees. Then he realizes it plays to that base, and so he changes his mind entirely. And I have to say that we in the media are partly to blame here, because if we held him to the same standard that we held other candidates to for the stuff that he says, there would be stories every single day about his flip-flops and inconsistencies and outrageous statements. But what happens is he just goes on to the next round of shows and says more stuff, and we all just kind of move on. But you know, saying that Syrians are going to come here and stage a coup in the United States of America, you know, it's the kind of thing that should be scrutinized if he's going to be leading in the polls into October.
Well, we'll see if we're trying to scrutinize it right now. We'll see if it has any effect.
Well, and I think it's safe to say the people who are looking for a sober, responsible foreign policy thinker were never in Trump's camp to begin with, right? It's not like they're going to see this and go, oh, wait, maybe he shouldn't be commander-in-chief.
He's big at Harvard, Molly. He's big at Harvard.